So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action here on 1st down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
On 3rd down, this is Howard. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football. Caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And going deep for Hill. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Now Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Flush, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jonathan Bullard. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Green.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now he'll let it go deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Caught here by Conley. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And it's caught. And the ball is knocked out. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He leaves this one for Howard. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Trubisky on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 60 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in the...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Jordan Howard with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears are in for 6. Parkey adds the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Ware takes the give from Mahomes. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brady, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
That changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this.
Here we go. Green 39.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go now. Green.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play. First down now, but that clock rolling.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Going deep, and that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Sammy Watkins, 32 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. Officially with a return of 108 yards. And the Bears have broken the tie.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they move the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
Well, he fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe you're like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he finds who else? Watkins. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Mahomes now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Green, 39.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play. Well, partner, after the conference championship games, there was a lot of talk about the overtime rules, understandably so. Do you think that anything needs to be changed in the NFL overtime situation?
I don't think so. And you got to remember, I'm an old crone, all right? So here's the deal on it. The NFL jumped into popularity with an overtime game. The Baltimore Colts being the New York Giants. Back in, where was it, 1959, 58, 59? That's when the NFL really came into prominence, and it was sudden death. Alan Amici, the Colts got the ball, they scored. No one talked about anything but, boy, what an exciting game. As time went on, people started talking about fairness. So the overtime rule finally got changed. If you score first with a touchdown, the game's over. Otherwise, you keep playing. I think that's pretty cool. And in our 2 championship games this year, we had overtime in both. Tom Brady and the Patriots won the toss, went downfield, scored a touchdown, ball game. Drew Brees and the Saints won the coin toss. Threw an interception. The Rams kicked the field goal and won. Defense still exists if you care to play it.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. McConnell's got it over to Miller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Left. Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Mahomes to throw once more. Going for it all. And this is caught by Watkins for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point. Butker on for the PAT. Extra point right down the middle. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. A little juke. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Here's Trubisky going for the deep ball. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And the kick by Butker is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45. Hut. Hut.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. On first down, Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over them. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they get this all the way inside Chicago's 10. A gain of 39 that time. One receiver left, 2 to the right. Here's Mahomes to throw, escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Khalil Mack. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Dumps that off to Ware. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target. While we have a second, Charles, the Patriots, of course, back in the Super Bowl, getting the 37-31 victory over KC in the AFC title game. Great game, but, you know, the Patriots...
nobody believes in them.
Yeah, right. They're playing that underdog card, but I thought it was funny because after the game, they asked Tom Brady, were you guys just trying to use that for your own motivation? He said no comment because they were. They know they're not the underdog.
They know it, but when you've been that great for this long,
you need something.
You've got to find something different. And Tom Brady, I've got to give him credit. Somehow he made his team buy that and believe in it when no one else in the country did. And I think it really started with their first playoff game this year when the Chargers came to town. I know I picked the Chargers against them. A lot of people picked the Chargers. They took that as, well, no one believes in us, and everyone thinks we're not as good. They were just wrong about that part, as we were wrong about the Chargers beating them.
They go with Howard again, and that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Now it's Trubisky. he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Reggie Ragland. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ready.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Khalil Mack's starting to get a really big-time reputation as a pass rusher, and rightly so. So explosive off the edge getting to the quarterback. But he doesn't neglect his run duties as well. How about that tackle right there? Such a package he has, able to play the run and the pass so well. So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
There we go now. Green, 39.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Chris Conley from 3 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now Trubisky. And the Chiefs are going to get him. D. Ford coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 4th down conversion plays you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On the handoff, this is Howard. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
We're back now in KC. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. On second down, here's Trubisky. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears draw a bit closer.
Big score. First step in their attempt to climb back into this game.
Yes, but still some work to do as they get within a score here. Now Trubisky to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now here comes Kansas City. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
On second down, here's Mahomes. Sliding out of it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
There we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45. Z, 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 Z.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have
That's
a
right.
defensive battle. But that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play. And the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Parkey with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs, needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true. It's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first. Mahomes now on first down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A very solid gain of 27. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Throwing now is Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Steps away to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Leonard Floyd. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They go with Howard to begin the drive. He'll get 3 up to midfield. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays. And when
pressure comes and Trubisky goes down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Trubisky to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Touchdown, Chicago! Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Parkey adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss out.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now it's Mahomes again. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Red, up. Red, up.
Oh, Trubisky going to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Play action supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. A give to Howard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. The Bears on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14.
18.
Now it's Trubisky. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Justin Houston in there to get him for a loss of 9. And that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? That's pulled in at the 32. 12 yards on the return that time. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And that is incomplete. They were trying to get it into Kelsey that time, and now it's 2nd down. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Green 90. Green 90. Slow.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 43 yards. He'll look to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, and that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Now a desperation throw deep, and that's caught inside the 35. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Parkey with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And out come the Chiefs now. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Green 39. Slow. Z.
Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll look to throw. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Ready. Green 90. Green 90.
Mahomes to throw. Flush to his right. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
It will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.